Matkamme Octopathin kanssa jatkuu. Nyt on vuorossa Octopath Traveler 2 ja pelaajana Xasu.
Hyvää huomenta kaikille. Good morning. We will continue the English commentary, so it's gonna go real good. To start off, we're gonna choose the language. I'll let the couch tell their names in a bit. But yeah, there was an incentive for the game and language. What did we get?
Tuottaja.
Producer?
Tuottaja.
Kyllä, kiitoksia. Hetki pieni.
Well, while we wait, I guess the couch can introduce themselves. Please introduce yourselves and tell the audience what you think your job on the couch is today. We can start with Ida.
I don't need to introduce myself anymore. You already did it. Ida Citronelli. My job is to pretend I know something about the game and provide cursed translations.
I'm Confirmed Deny. I've run this game a lot, although not any of the routes that Zazu is going to be picking from. I'm here to learn the translations because I'm still picking up Finnish. So this is educational.
We got you.
Hi, I'm Ang. I'm probably gonna take most of the talking time because that's what I do. I have run this game as well, not of the categories Zazu is doing, so I'm gonna be talking about the game. Zazu is gonna fill in the strats if I'll give him the chance to do so.
And once again, I'm Zazu. I go by many names depending on who decides to, change my name again. Depends on the day and the person. Zazu, Zaza, Shabu is one of my favorites. But yeah. How about the language?
Yes, the language apparently with €2.5. The winner is Japan.
Alrighty.
Hell yeah.
And then the character.
The character is Temenos. Sorry, Partitio.
Ah,
Nice.
With €5.
Woo!
yeehaw.
Although we picked Japanese language,
Yeah,
so we're not
exactly.
gonna be hearing the yeehaw, but
My job on the couch has changed. I will be doing the yeehaw.
All right, and time starts when I select yes here. So are we ready on the production side?
We are very ready.
Excellent. I'm going to count us down. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Vauhti, stop.
wow, this stuff.
Yeehaw!
So this is a traditional Octopath game, so we have 8 different characters we can pick from, and we have to complete the first chapter of the starting character, which is usually a tutorial to the mechanics. So Partitio here is a kauppias. He's a very different kauppias from like the usual profit-driven dudes. He's more of a communist, really. So he's interested in sharing the wealth with the people. So this is like the most unrealistic merchant ever in fiction, basically.
Kommunistikauppias.
Yes, he is a pure communist. So this, basically his backstory here is how he kind of became like that, I guess, in some way. So this is like a fantasy version of the gold rush.
Kultakuume.
His father and one of their business partners founded this kind of boom town that was built on a big silver deposit. So now as a teenager, he's going to get rid of some ruffians who have been disrupting things.
What would ruffian be in Finnish?
Hurjastelija.
Definitely not hurjasta. let me think. What's the good word? But so game mechanics. Once again, we have the shield and the break mechanics. So enemies will have weaknesses, like this guy has spear and bow visible there. And if you hit this weakness, you will knock down a shield. And once all the shields are gone, they're broken, which means they lose their action for the turn and for the next turn, and they take double damage.
Sorry, quick break. Do we need to turn up the game volume somehow?
Probably. Thank you. The voice is here on, but it doesn't seem to be sounding here.
Okay, let's see. Can I do anything in game? That probably helps.
Yep, probably.
All right.
Alright, some quick settings menuing here, all part of the plan.
Yes.
Okay, so Particio has 2 path abilities. So his daytime ability is to buy things from people. So he can just negotiate with people, buy items for money. And then at nighttime he can recruit people for money. So both of his path actions only use money. His level does not affect too much about the success rates. The only thing that's affected by his level is his chance of getting a discount.
No, actually,
the
he does not
size.
have a discount as a passive. He gets his
Yeah.
discounts from hiring people,
Yeah, that
the
was
special
thing.
abilities.
Pressa had the random discounts.
Right.
Here we're gonna kill this mole for some extra XP and JP.
Rip Mole.
We're gonna shoot him with an onnen nuoli.
And what this chapter does, this chapter takes place over the course of like 16 years. I think he's 8 when it starts, and now he's 24. And the first, between him being a child and a teenager, the town grew up a lot. And then between him being a teenager and an adult, it kind of started falling apart because there was a clause in the contract that his father used to establish the town that basically sucked all the profits out to this unknown person. And so Particio got kind of tired of it, so he's going to the mansion of the guy who is hired to kind of loot the town, to go beat him up.
Hakataan kartanossa.
I'm gonna make a safety save here because sometimes this boss fight can go weird if I try to go risky.
Yeah. Chad is
Yeah.
asking why we're speaking English.
That's my fault.
This is an educational program, so we're gonna be speaking both. Very good Finnish.
All right, here we're gonna start throwing some kiviä. We're gonna use tuli kivi to break one of the guys in the front. Then we're gonna use sähkökivi.
So in Octopaths 1 and 2, especially the Soul Stones or the Kivet, they are really useful because they do fixed damage, and it's usually higher than our characters can do because we don't really level up and we don't really get equipment.
I got really
So
good
our
turnover
main
here.
strats in this game is just throwing rocks at people at first, and then later we're just gonna pay other dudes to do our dirty work for us.
Just like real life.
Yeah, a lot of Octopath speedrunning comes down to like asking old men to solve the problems for you. In Octopath 1 and 2, you use hired help to hire goons who are usually old men.
Palkkasoturi.
Yeah,
then in-
they're like sota
We go to työvoimatoimisto
They
to
are,
get some
that's why they're
goons.
old and good at fighting.
Yeah. And then in Octopath 0, you ask them for books.
All right, so once again, same idea with the encounter. Encounter rates, it's based on step counts. On that screen specifically, you want to walk after the first cutscene to guarantee you don't get one. And now we're going to go around the world and start picking up some friends.
Yeah, another thing is that if all the enemies are broken or otherwise unable to act, you will always succeed in your fleas, which will be used a lot in the early game.
Would flea be kirppu?
Oh, hello.
Oh hey,
Please leave.
that's a cat.
Vauhtijuoksu.
Yeah, that was a rare enemy that has a 2% chance to show up.
Mm. Karkaus.
Karkaus kuulostaa hyvältä.
And unfortunately, Particio doesn't really have a good way of killing the rare enemy at this point, and it's not really that beneficial if he could kill him. So we're just gonna leave.
Skedaddle. Says Chad.
That's not Finnish.
Oh,
And here we pick up our first extra character in Agnia, who is a tanssija.
So in this game, you don't have to do a character's chapter 1 to recruit them. So recruits in this game are really fast. As you can see, we already have Agnia in our party. It took like 10 seconds.
yeehaw.
Yeehaw. I will deliberately be breaking all encounters I can here in the early game because flea rates get kind of bad. especially with
Pikakirppuja.
2 characters in the party. Because your flee rate is based off of the total level of your party. Or rather, the average total level of your party. And currently, Agnia is level 1. So getting away is a bit difficult. Here we're gonna palkata this one guy. He gives us a bonus to our sales. 25% to be exact, which is very nice. And then we're gonna buy a stone from this lady.
Do we actually have like a specific use for Agnea, or is it just the most convenient recruit?
She's there, and the fact that she is a Tanssia gives her some nice abilities that have some use, but they're not like make or break.
Does her latent come up in this route?
It has its uses, but it's not necessary.
So latent abilities are, you can see the glowing yellow icon on the top right screen. This Particio's latent ability is charged. Every character has their own. Particio's is pretty good because it gives him full plussapistet at once, and it doesn't. Using your latent does not take your turn. So Particio can just load up his plussakortti to the max for free, basically, if he has his latent up. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna be coming up in the run.
Very much so.
Agnia's latent makes it so that it turns a single target thing into a multi-target thing, which was very useful on the old route for Particio, but apparently only situationally useful on this one.
Yeah, so this is the fastest route for Particio right now.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Yep.
So the route is not using something called Inventor Kexia, which is a really broken job in the game, but for this particular category, it's just a little bit too out of the way to get it, so it ends up being faster, if not safer, to just not get it. So we're not going to be talking about Inventor too much, but basically just the main reason Inventor is so good is that it has a passive ability that allows you to go first in a battle every time. So and it's not just going first in the turn order, you actually get a whole separate free first turn where the enemy doesn't get to act. And then you get to act on the actual first turn as well. That makes it extremely strong.
Here we do a quick side story to get some money, as well as buy another stone from the merchant. And now we do what we usually want to do in most.
Our family
Octopath
also has
routes.
grown by a father and a mother.
Yes.
Yeah, so Oswald is a scholar, so elemental magic attack. He's useful because of a passive he's going to learn very, very soon. Casti is
Apteekkari.
Apteekkari, yeah.
yeah. She's convenient partially because she just happens to be standing in a place that's very easy to recruit her from. But also she's able to mix medicines, which is a useful skill.
She's gonna be doing some kokkailua. We're going to be
Here
killing.
we can see the power of Kivet.
Oh, yeah,
Kivet,
yeah.
very strong.
We're gonna be killing 2 encounters here for some opintopisteitä for Oswald specifically, so that we can learn väistöliikkeet. I guess vauhtiliikkeet is also
Vauhtiliikkeet.
appropriate.
That sounds better.
Another nice thing with Particio is that he does not need to go to the black market, which is very central to all the other runs.
Musta
that's nice.
pörssi.
Musta pörssi skipataan.
Alright.
Kipataan on tosi suomenkielinen sana.
On.
Right.
Ohitetaan.
Alright, there we
Better.
got väistöliikkeet for Oswald, as well as raha kasvaa puussa for Particio.
That evasive maneuver skill, it doubles the number of steps you need to take before you get into a fight, so makes things a lot faster, makes screens a lot safer too. And the other passive that was put on just is extra money drops.
Yeah.
Which
The one thing about steps in this game in particular is that the first encounter threshold is half of the rest. So whenever you go to a new screen, you will get the first encounter double as quick as the ones after that. So unlike Octopath 1, where we can really freely go throughout the whole map, in this game, we actually have to often deal with encounters because the half threshold is rather short.
And that's why the Musta Pörssi is so important for most runs, because you can get a lot of sielukiviä from there.
Yeah, so medium size soulstones are like our main way of dealing with the medium danger encounters, because they usually one-shot it, at least if it's the right element.
And here's Clockbank, where we start Partitious Chapter 2.
Kellopankki.
Kellopankki.
Kellopankkiin.
I guess the bank in this specific scenario is referring to like the water
Yeah,
bank.
Kelloranta, I think is what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But-
probably what it is.
Kellopankki is funnier, so
Kellopankki is
we're
way
gonna roll
funnier.
with that. Yeah. There we allure a guy who is looking for his friend, I guess girlfriend, a girl. He's in love. Anyway, we came to town. We see that there's some financial inequality going on, and Particio is trying to find out what's going on.
Well, he found out who screwed up the contract that made his town poor, and so he's going to confront that person who has a factory here.
Yeah, and then while he's going to do that, he discovers that they are inventing the steam machine, basically. So this is like a industrial revolution story arc as well in the fantasy world. Steam engine is gonna be a major part of Partition's story.
I know that this isn't the right term for it, but Lolukone?
It's Höyrykone.
Löylikone is good. That's really good.
Höyrykone is amazing though. Good job.
You'll see me go talk to NPCs and buy stuff from them. It's mostly for soulstones, because we are not going to the black market. So it's just nice to have another source for them.
Kiviä ei ehkä kiinnosta, mutta meitä kiinnostaa kivi.
There you find out that the guy was looking for was his cat. And now they're happy together again.
Relatable.
Here we get a thief license. You need a license to be a thief. So in this game you get secondary jobs by getting licenses, which allows one person to be that job. And then you can get up to 3 of the same license, but the requirements are a little bit hard to fill in this kind of a short run. So we only get 1 thief license.
Varkaan ajokortti.
Kyllä, varkaan ajokortti.
Here once again we're going to walk this screen, hopefully not getting the encounter. It wouldn't be deadly, but it's really annoying if you get it, because it's a lot of time that goes to waste. Because you don't really want to break the encounter, but you also don't really want to use resources to kill it. So you just try to run away and then fail multiple times. This is a very scary area. It's slightly higher level than what we usually go through.
What are we here for?
We are here for Wellgrove, and we got ambushed.
Hey, we got ambushed. Hey, the counter is for ambushes, so add 1.
And you might notice this when Zazu's walking around. If we're trying to minimize the number of encounters, we're mostly going to walk around during the day. You can switch between day and night freely in this game, and in most, maybe all parts of this game, the number of steps required to get an encounter at night is lower than in the day.
Yeah, it's effectively halved.
But the encounters that you get are different between day and night. So in some places you want to take the encounter at night because it's a different set of enemies that might be more convenient. So you might switch right before the encounter happens.
Yeah, in a lot of categories there's more reasons to do that as well if you have Trone or Temenos in your party, because they have innate abilities that give you buffs during the night or the enemy's debuffs.
Oh, yeah,
But we don't have them in this game.
This moose is called the Demon Deer, or Hirveä Hirvi, as I think is a pretty good translation.
Demonihirvi.
I'll wake up Ossi.
Demonic. Those are some grand horns. Or antlers, sorry. Horns are...
So there I could have thrown the stone first, but that usually makes the the Hirvi very angry, and he likes to hit really hard. So we go for a small hit before throwing the big rock.
So this is a town we're gonna be visiting in Vauhtijuoksu chapter 3.
Yep.
But we went there again because we wanna kind of just go around the world and pick up some strong stuff.
Yeah.
Not spices. Before we actually move on with the story.
Yeah, the strong stuff we're looking for specifically in Vauhtijuoksu story is money.
It's you need money to use some of Partitio's abilities. You need money to buy soul stones. You need money to make a very large purchase, which we'll probably see in just a second.
No, not yet. It's gonna
Oh
be
yeah, okay.
a bit.
Well,
And you also need money to donate, so maybe perhaps we have a good time to read some donations.
Yep, let's do that.
Yes, we do have a happy little 50 euros given by Anni. Gotta love this Finglish. Take my plussapisteet and carry on. Heart emote. Thank you for the donation. Kiitos lahjoituksesta.
Thank you, thank you. All right, we are back in Kellopankki to finish off the chapter. We went to hire a clockmaker, or kelloseppä, I guess, because apparently he would know how to work this new metal called clockite, which usually is seen as trash metal. But apparently it's very good for making steam engines.
I think the explanation is that it gets harder when it gets super hot.
Yeah.
The metal that he was using was getting soft when it got hot, so the machine was falling apart.
And since we didn't hear from our new friend here, we decided to go check up on him, and for some reason there's a bunch of security guards around at a factory, and Partitio decides, you know what, we should storm the factory and go check out what's going on. I think our friend's in trouble.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Partitio's English
Surprise.
voice acting is great. He's got kind of a Texas accent.
Please don't
and
kill me. Thank you.
Says yeehaw a lot. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, yeah. I'd like to point out we're 4 euros away from 1.5 thousand euros. So
Ooh.
if someone wants to make the number round and pretty, now's your chance.
Here we're gonna meet a cute little puppy. Who's gonna is the puppy gonna give us a nice dono?
Yes,
Is
we're
the puppy
going.
gonna give us the 4 euro?
We're
and a little
gonna-
bit extra?
Koiranpentu.
We're gonna get some taxes off of the dog. Verokoira is gonna strike.
Here is so this dog's loaded. This dog's absolutely loaded.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah.
Here we go, 30,000. But this dog's
I
like
mean,
one of the richest bosses in the entire game for some reason.
Clearly the dog has a gold chain, so
We just yoinked the chain from the dog.
yeah.
But he's not a rapper though.
He's just cool like that.
And in a second, you'll see the skill that is the kill mechanism for pretty much all speedrunning in Octopath 1 and 2. That is hired help.
Petomiehet tulee ja tappaa.
Työttömyystoimiston vetomiehet.
Where you pay
Työttömyystoimiston petomiehet. Kyllä.
you pay a pretty good amount of money to get some very, very, very strong NPCs to go attack the enemy for you. It was a extremely overpowered skill in Octopath 1, and then they looked at it and they decided to make it 4 times better for Octopath 2. The one that you just saw was not even the strongest one that was available, and it just wrecked that boss.
Yeah, so the one that used to be the strongest in Octa 1 was Veterans that cost 30k, conveniently the same amount of money the dog just gave us. But the beasts that are in this game, they are as strong in this game as the Veterans were in 1, and they cost only 15k.
Oh, they're stronger than the veterans were in 1.
Yeah,
They're,
pretty much.
There's the one below it, the guards, which is also, I don't think it shows up in this route, but it shows up in a lot of other ones. There's guards, which cost only 7,000. And that's about as strong as vets were in the first game.
The guards have like different levels. limits though. So if you try to use the guards against high-level enemies, they do nothing.
That's true.
But they do quite a decent chunk of damage against like medium-level enemies.
Why was I down money?
Marathon luck.
I'm so confused.
Are we making our purchase now?
Yes,
You donated some money to Sairaala Clonit, obviously.
clearly.
We bought this boat for 100k. We got sponsored by a puppy dog, so we can buy the boat. So at some point, Sasu has collected 100k leaves. I don't know when, but here we go. We have a boat now.
And we obviously choose red and the trident as the color symbol
So
combination.
this boat is needed to access the final area of Partition's story. But we're first gonna use it to collect some nice floating treasures. There's a jam, some hill from the sea.
Yeah, there's some valuable stuff just kind of floating out in the middle of nowhere.
There's 20k. And we warp to another port and get on the ship again. I think we are just collecting some valuables here as
Yeah,
well.
this is the statue.
Yeah.
Statue floating in the water that I think sells for 50k.
Mm-hmm.
And now we are gonna do Partitio's third chapter. So here he comes upon this marketplace that has kind of dried up. And he helps the merchants of the town revitalize the marketplace basically. So he helped the inventors make the steam engine, and then his worst rival basically got all the profits from it, and now he's helping this marketplace of other merchants. This is kind of what kind of a dude Partitio is.
He's basically inventing the shopping mall.
Yeah,
Is what's happening
pretty much.
as a concept.
Ostarille.
I'm really wondering where...
This is the house of a very rich person that he's trying to get as a backer.
Yes, a guy named
Yeah, so
Elrond.
Partitio, his plan is to buy the steam engine, like, rights, and then just give it off, basically. He wants everyone to be able to benefit from the steam engine. But the GIF, I think, was the rich guy's name.
Rock.
Rock.
Gif was
oh
his
yeah, GIF
henchman.
was the henchman. Oh yeah, Rock. So the evil tycoon who just wants to privatize all the profits he has the rights of the steam engine right now, and he said like this because he goes back with Partitio, so he was like, okay, yeah, we'll negotiate, but he gave some like absurd price for it.
I think it was 7 billion.
Yeah.
Or something like 10 billion, 7. I think it's 7 billion.
Yeah, it was like a huge amount of money, and Partitio's like, all right,
Bet.
hold my beer. And he's now just trying to like finance the purchase of the steam engine. And basically the rich guy Elrond here is like, okay, so if you revitalize this market here, I'll back you up.
And he invented the shopping mall.
Yeah. And we actually get to hear a little bit of his team now. Which is cool.
And while this is going on, I'll be doing a menu, so we have the good music while it's happening.
Partitio's team is actually.
So now Partition is traveling around the world to find stuff to put into the mall.
Alright, so what I did in the menu was I swapped over the empowering bracelet from Oswald to Partitio, because now we only really care about Partitio being alive. The empowering bracelet gives 500 extra HP. I also gave Partitio one more skill in... It's not väistöliikkeet, like sivuaskel, I guess is the translation. It's called sidestep. That also gives him a plussakortti. So he starts with one extra plussapallo at the start of a battle. And then I made Casti a thief, or varas, and gave her the skill named Pöllö. And Oswald is now a dancer. Oswald as a dancer is an extra consistency strat that I like to use.
You're just using it for the sprite.
Definitely, yeah. We're going to pick some more consistency items here along the way.
Tancia?
Yeah.
Mhm.
'Cause who doesn't want to see the old dude in dancer get up?
And now there's steam all over the place.
He's got kind of one of those like puffy pirate shirt things.
Yeah.
Everyone is dancer guys.
Also, I forgot the heal part issue. I think that's probably important. Alright, here we go. This fight is very bad.
Yeah, so the steam engine here is making the main boss
Don't.
unhittable.
Ooh.
And then he can do that, which
Yeah, that's a wipe.
yeah. So he can throw wrenches, and when he throws wrenches,
Actually,
it is usually game over because
actually, maybe that was winnable. I think I could have spent a lot of money to win this, but I don't think I'm
He just-
gonna go through that.
Literally throws wrenches into our plans.
Yeah, he has one move that just ends us. The others are very playable. Unfortunately, he decided to throw the wrench into our plans, as Eng said.
Is this the most
Capuloita
dangerous boss in this
rattaisiin.
route?
The last one is also dangerous. This one just ends very fast. I guess it's this one and the last one. They're pretty similar. Come on. All right, that's fine. That is a-okay. More petomiehiä to break the game in PC. Next turn I want to break Mr. Thurston. So let's do one of
He
these.
looks very sane.
He's very normal. Hold on.
He was just fired from his job, so
He's a bit
he's
broken.
like going through a rough patch.
Let's do this. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you could do this fight, so I'm kind of struggling to figure out which route I have to go for here.
Go for the one where you win.
I think that's a good idea actually. Let's do this. This. And you do this.
So the Turmion potku that Agnia was using, there is a skill that takes down a shield regardless of.
I'm trying to conserve money here just so we have a slightly better chance of getting through the very end, which makes this a damage range. I probably should not have gone for that. It's actually I didn't get any crits there. I think this is just Jover actually. Yeah. Okay. Rip.
He still lives. Is this bad?
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
He lives. So if you use Beastlings on this boss, you have to I think crit at least once. We didn't get any crits.
So you gambled and you lost.
I gambled and I lost. For the next fight, I will just go for the guaranteed kill.
Chat is saying, I don't know the lore, but love how it looks like the boss is just some guy in a suit.
Yeah,
That's accurate.
That
yeah.
is- yep.
Pretty much all the, other than the dog, all the bosses in this story are guys in suits.
It's
And
it's
the
a
dog
lesson.
is carrying around way more money than the other ones. Alright, you can probably read donos because we are doing the same fight for the third time.
Yeah, go for it.
Yes, thank you. We've gotten 25 euros from Ainunu without any messages. Thank you for the donation.
So because Thurston used Reinforce on the gaming PC, I had to use an extra 30k or an extra 15k to hire the veteranit there, which makes the fight a little annoying because now I have to go for the range again. Let's see. Let's do this. And you do this. Pikachu.
Banger soundtrack again.
So we need to pull Casti forward. Casti's gonna use Armor Corrosive or Pöll.
Yeah, since these hired help NPCs, they're
That's
not
great.
considered like your characters. So if you want to make them do more damage, you have to debuff the enemies. There's no way you can like buff yourself to make them stronger. So this armor corrosive skill from the thief is very important for ensuring that you're doing enough damage.
So,
Yeah, it gives 50% damage boost on physical attacks.
and I guess here we could mention that since I'm skipping the inventor, that fight is very RNG. If you get the inventor and have access to step ahead, which gives you a free turn at the start of battle, it's free.
Well, all the basically all the fights in this game are free with Inventor because it's so broken.
Is this?
Yeah, until this inventorless route was created, I would have described this as the most chill Octopath 2 run. There wasn't that many things that could go wrong. Good for learners, and now it's wrenches and chaos.
Now it's
Yeah,
Gamba.
that's like the classic Octopath single story speedrun progression. It's like, this is a good run for beginners, and then someone comes up with some degenerate strategy that is
Someone.
extremely
I did not make this
RNG.
route. Shout out to Zero for making this. It's probably my favorite route in general because of how different it is.
Yeah, there are two characters. 2 of the 8 characters are known to be faster if you skip Inventor. 2 of the characters, it's about the same whether or not you take it, and the other 4, as far as I know, it's always faster just to get Inventor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Zazu likes RNG, so he has an inventorless route for all the characters, I think.
No, not all. Some
all.
of them just suck.
Inventor as Hikari sounds impossible.
Yeah. No. Let's not do that.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, so from here on out, we only really care about Party Show being alive. Casti is also going to be made quite tanky, but Party Show is the main character.
Mums are tough. If you know what game I'm referencing, good job.
And now we are on Rock Island. I wonder where the name comes from.
Kivisaari.
Well,
Yeah.
it's spelled weird though.
Rokkisaari.
Yeah, Rocky, sorry.
Saari.
Ilosaari Rock. Kuusisaari.
So it's Rock
It's
spelled.
Kuusisaari because it's a rock island in all. Yeah.
You can
that's
see
it.
there, bottom left, Rock with
That's how it translates.
QUE.
Kuusisaari.
Ah.
It's the name of the big businessman who took over. Actually, I don't know if I should have done the inn there. Because now there's a lower chance that Party Show is first in this next fight. That's fine.
The inn not only restores your HP and MP, it also restores the latent power for everybody, which is very useful if you're going into an area and you intend to use, lots of people's latent power all at once.
Yeah, here we are in the final dungeon, and here we're gonna see this game's cutscene skip step reset. So sometimes the characters will have banter, so it's like an optional dialogue that deepens the characters' relationships. Well, it just gives you more, more,
Backstory?
not even
Oh, front
backstory,
story?
but just like interaction, I guess, between the characters.
Ambush. Am I dead?
Väijytys.
That looks bad.
Yllätys.
We bought
Yllätys.
empowering bracelets to give more HP to our guys to hopefully not die, but this looks kind of bad. Yeah, it looks bad. Unlucky.
Well, but yeah, so sometimes you will have the travel banter, like you can see it on the top right now. You can press a button to hear the travel banter, and in this game that counts as a cutscene. So if you open the travel banter, it will reset your stuff.
Would travel banter be matkahöpöttely?
Yeah, it's probably matkahöpöttely. Matkahöpöttely will save you from väijytys,
Yeah, the
just like in real life.
Yeah, talk to your friends.
people will not interrupt you. Where's the music?
Another weird thing is you can travel really far in this game without getting into an encounter if you're going down ladders, because your step counter does not increment as long as you're on a ladder, regardless of how huge it is.
Yeah, we
Opeta
did.
ystäville käytä tikkaita.
Yeah.
We did think about, maybe there's some sort of way to gain, like, the ladder state with a glitch, but there wasn't really anything discovered. To just go everywhere without
We're
encounters.
gonna have another Polina Tokyo.
Yes.
Yeah. Not yet. There we go. So there was the price, by the way, 80 billion. A deal worth 80 billion was the name of that. Fantastic.
Aha.
And lore-wise, currently Mr. Rock is about to unveil this cool new invention called the Steam Engine that he made himself, for sure.
Yeah, we're just gonna show up and we'll buy this. here's 80 billion. And you can actually see it in the menu. That's a special state in the game. The game doesn't actually allow you to have that much money at all.
Oh, I forgot to do a menu.
You can only have that amount in that screen. So even if we found a glitch to take the money out of there, that would not be available to.
Okay, I might be okay.
Now we're playing Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, but we don't have Saban,
Yeah.
so we're fucked. Sorry for the language. But yeah, that's we are fighting a train.
Okay, this might be winnable, but this is not a good start.
Yeah, so the train is made of multiple parts, and you generally just get rid of the parts, and then that
Yeah.
reveals that makes the actual boss itself targetable.
How about we do a menu real quick?
Still a guy in a suit, though. He's just a guy in a suit in a train.
Yeah, exactly.
So there I taught Particio one more skill to get the Kova Äijä passive ability. That makes so that if he takes a big hit, he will live with 1 HP. And I also gave Casti some skills so that she can get access to... Wait, what's Hale and Hearty? I'm gonna make an autosave here because this boss fight is also really bad.
Yeah, Octopath games save after every room, but they tend to not do the auto save if you trigger a cutscene immediately upon entering the next room. So sometimes you can wiggle back and forth like that to actually force one.
Okay, please be nice. Ideally, all the parts here die from this one use of hired help. Usually one stays alive. We're going to be throwing a soul stone with one of our characters to hopefully get rid of the last one. And now we count to 6.
Yeah, this boss is actually kind of annoying if it gets to act a lot because it throws status effects. So casually this can be annoying. And even I guess in the speedrun it's not 100% consistent.
Okay, now I think this is just a win unless I somehow mess up. The classic. Actually, okay, let's not let's not count our chickens before they hatch.
Ei nuolaista ennen kuin tipahtaa.
Exactly. Let's see.
Alright, it's man versus train.
Yeah, we... Alright, I need to... Verokarhu iskee taas.
Hey, it's Richard on the dog. 52k.
It probably has many dogs on it.
Let's see what to do here.
Yeah, we collected money from the dogs on the train.
Yep. Lemmikkivaunu.
True. Alright, so this boss should die in one more use of palkkaveteraanit. Rock's gonna give us a nice speech here. Actually, I guess we could have listened to it because we're pretty good on schedule.
Yeah, we're gonna have a philosophical dialogue between capitalism and communism.
Wait, oh shit.
And
And
So
And
we're
we're
not
gonna-
we're not really good on schedule.
Okay, so
ei mennyt tokalla, mutta ei lasketa.
exactly. The fight looked so good that I thought, you know, it's done. But I forgot to count to 6.
counting's hard.
Counting is hard.
But this is an Octopath, so you should be able to count to 8, right?
I don't know about that one.
oh, the single tree you only ever count to 4.
That's true. So speaking of 8, by the way, I'm just gonna plug it here. We have the Octopath speedrunning community has an upcoming Octopath 8-year anniversary event coming up in July. It's gonna be streamed on the RPG Limit Break channel. It's gonna feature a lot of runs from the series, so if you are interested, check it out. And in general, the Octopath speedrunning community is really active and welcoming place. So if you're interested in speedrunning RPGs, it's a pretty good starting point. The games are easy to learn. There's short categories, and there's longer ones if you wanna go for those. And the people are really helpful.
Where's my whimsical leaf? I'm pretty sure
There's
I
the
got one.
mandatory community plug.
I think this is also a doomed fight. I should probably just reset this.
Imagine if you had consistent turnout in your RPG.
It would be
Huh.
crazy.
This fight was completely free in the inventor route that predates this one.
Yeah, we're just dead.
Yeah, so Octopath speedruns are generally notorious for speed stat being really useless, because the game's turn order RNG is really heavy. So even if you make characters really fast, there is no guarantee you get the turn order you want. And that's really like one of the major pain points of being an Octopath speedrunner, is that turn orders can really mess you up. And Inventor helps a lot because you get the free turn before the enemy gets to do anything, which is usually enough to neutralize any threat they can do. But we don't have that luxury here, so we're just gambling.
Okay, 2 of the train parts are gone.
Chat, put your beauty temp in the chat. We gotta finish this run. Puzzle's been bragging about how he's gonna go underestimate. Now he only has 2 minutes left.
The opposite, what do you mean?
Oh, Kartis responded by Vauhtijuoksu. That's not what I meant, but that also works. That also works. I wonder if that's how they drive the train.
Yeah, probably. I don't think the suit guy's that good of a train conductor.
Well, it's the end of the track anyway. It's not like can't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
Alright, so since I counted to 6 this time, I get to use the olive on casting.
Yeah, imagine if you could just suplex the train.
Imagine.
Why didn't we think of that?
Imagine. Get this time for sure. Trust. We got past the part where Particio gets flown or bonked into the ether. Do this.
Oh yeah, it revives parts of the train.
Yeah, that's why I need to count to 6, because on turn 6 he revives the first one, which is usually the front
There we
part.
go.
No niin,
Okay,
ekana.
time's coming up after how many cutscene skips?
Like 3 or 4.
Sano sitten.
Yeah, I'll say. When the banger music starts, that's when you know. There's going to be an end card with some nice art in it.
Hello Punky is the last cutscene location.
And this is the last one. Time. That's underestimate.
That is underestimate. You're right.
Excellent.
Excellent job.
Thanks for having me. Octopath 2 is always fun to run. And thanks to everybody who donated. I will be running some more on Saturday morning with a game where turn order is consistent. Everything else, not so much. What about everyone else? Do you have anything else to plug?
No, I already did the community block.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's it for me. Shout out to Zero for the route. It's a really cool route.
What a coincidence, he also rided the game I ran yesterday.
What? No.
Well, good thank yous to them, and we are going on the next break. Thank you so much, Sasu, for showing the Octopath Traveler. After this, StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm.